How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Coach Oderna, Monday morning. God, I need your motivation today. I need it. I want
First
it.
first recording in what, a year and a half, Mikey?
If we're not considering our summits and this is free to the people, then yes, this is our first one. And I guess you have to account for that, right?
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
go.
Not much in America is free. So I had to throw that out there. Supply chains. It's all I hear is supply chains. It's all in the science in this economy. Like I'm
Yeah.
sick of it.
Well, supply chains are affecting shoulder pads, elbow pads, gloves, and back it up shows.
That's it. That's it. So when in doubt, you can use COVID as the excuse for life. So guys, you haven't had any free content because of COVID. So now it's over. You can't question us whatsoever.
Well, we're back. We are trying to do these a little more frequently. We're in season, so it's going to be a little more interesting. And I think to all the people out there that watch our stuff, you'll get a little behind the curtain of kind of what we're doing week to week. We're going to bring on some guests, some of our friends from around the sport, probably see a couple more Casey Donalfo, Sean Kerwins, a Pat March sighting if we're lucky, a Metz Bauer.
Oof. Don't hold your breath on Pat March, guys. Tell you what, some people, I don't know if he exists, to be honest. It's some of the media accounts out here, but I don't want to be too direct. Coach March is one of the best coordinators, recruiters out there, but just getting your back, Pat. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah, but you guys played this weekend. What's going on? How's the preseason for you?
Yeah, if you can tell, I'm hot. It's a Monday. We rewatched our Maryland scrimmage, and I'm going to be honest with you, they're very good.
Really?
But I'd like, yeah. I mean, when you add the number one NLL pick, Donville, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
You bring back everybody offensively except
Keegan,
for
Con, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to get to him, but you bring everybody back, but the Tewaaraton winner, who was winning national championships casually in another sport. But yeah, Con is awesome. They got the defenseman from Villanova, who's awesome. Coach Till's one of the best. Both teams ended up healthy. It was a great scrimmage. We played everybody too, and I believe they did the same. So it's always good to get those young guys some time and see your starters, at least for us, who don't get to play Big Ten opponents, as often as we would like, see what a Big Ten opponent looks like. Because if you want to win championships in the Patriot League, you got to get through Loyola, Lehigh, Army, Navy, Holy Cross, Lafayette, all these great schools. I'm missing somebody, Colgate, Bucknell. But it's nice to see the Big Ten, ACC opponents early because they can expose some things.
Yeah.
It's
cool. It's one of those things that exposes some of your practice habits, right? Like some of the things that you can get away with in practice. We call it Jasper on Jasper crime. And, I'm sure you guys have a version of it, but we scrimmaged Princeton before COVID. They have Michael Sowers. If you're lazy on an approach, it's going to be a goal. You don't get let off the hook because of that stuff. And I think that sometimes as a coach can be a little bit validating. It shows the guys either we're going to fix it in practice or Maryland's going to make us fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, it just goes back to this concept we've talked about, don't win the drill, play the drill because it helps you win the game.
Right.
We've been caught up in that. And obviously me as a coach, I could have done better doing that the last couple of years. I've really just started hammering that. We want to win the drill, but what's more important is winning the game. So don't cheat the drill to win the drill, So it was a lot of fun. So a lot of fun.
I have a couple logistical questions for you. So you guys are playing. You played at Maryland, right?
At Maryland.
Now that you bust? How long is that bus ride?
7. Ken, our driver, was cruising. There was no what's the thing they call when it doesn't allow the speed to go higher than it?
Oh, a governor?
There was no governor on our bus. So Ken was flying. What a guy. Did a great job. Golden Riders bus company, hashtag Golden Rider, Ken, OG. But yeah, we bust down. We went the day before, practice at Drexel. They got great facilities, actually. I'd never seen it. Cool spot.
Coach Boyle, shout out.
Coach Boyle hasn't been on, going to be on. But we'll get there one day. But it was great. Yeah, I went down, stayed the night, got up early, played them from 11 to 1. We did a man up, man down session, on both sides.
Yeah.
Did 8 fouls, played 4 quarters.
Yeah.
We both did some subbing, and then we played a 5th quarter running to make sure that everybody we put in the 4th got a little bit more time.
Sure.
So that was great.
My question was if you guys treated that, because it's a hall, so it was an overnight. is there a line of thinking that like this is a great opportunity to prepare potentially for overnights in the spring, figure out your process, figure out kind of your way of doing things so that when the games count, it's more smooth?
Totally. There's more reasons than one why you scrimmage, right? It's not just about the game and figuring out what they expose, what we expose, and learning from that in the lacrosse sense, the schematic sense. But it's also like traveling, like making sure the food's there, our water's there, our timing sheet, getting on the bus, getting off the bus, being in the right clothes, all those details, and I was even chirping the refs. I was like, it's cool. It's a scrimmage for you guys too. Like, I get it. You need to get warmed up as well. I don't think they like that all that much, but
preseason for everybody, coaches, refs, and players.
They run a really good show in Maryland, and they got a really, the refs did a good job, controlled the game, let our kids play on both sides. And it was fun, man. God, it was fun. It was really cool we played in the stadium too.
Yeah.
And I think for them too, it was, it was a scrimmage, but they're practicing it like it's a game. They came out with their, the Maryland flag, the American flag, came out, got all rah, hoop, and then we blew the first whistle. It was fun. It was cool. It was really cool experience.
Are you guys scrimmaging again this weekend?
We are not. So we are off this weekend, and then we scrimmage Lemoyne, who are Division II national champions.
They're coming to Boston.
They're coming to the Beantown. Coach Danny Sheehan, who's a Bomber, thank you very much. Him and his group are coming here, and then after that, we open up against Merrimack on the 12th. So I think Coach Poley's done an exceptional job with our schedule. Gosh, it's been awesome. We went 2 weeks Maryland, 2 weeks Lemoyne, 1 week Merrimack. So kind of breaking up the monotony of what preseason can be, where you're just Jasper on Jasper crime, beating the heck out of each other. That gets boring, especially after a fall when you spend a lot of time beating up on each other. So. It was cool. Yeah, well, we got the first opening game on Saturday, right? I mean, weren't you saying that?
Yeah, the 29th. We got January lacrosse that counts. And it's a couple friends of the show. We haven't had them on yet, but maybe in the future. Coach Whitley and the Bellarmine Knights to Georgia to play against Mercer and Coach Sermon and Coach Obransky. It's just a good guy off in the January 29th season opener. It's kind of fitting.
That's great. A good guy off. Wow. From a great guy. Yeah. That's nice. But January 29th, that's what people don't understand. This is a winter sport.
Yes.
Georgia temperatures are going to be a little different than ours, but this is a winter sport, baby. Layer up.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying it beforehand. I guess it makes sense that the first game of the year is, south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Better be.
Are you home for the opener?
We are. We're home. What's funny about your scrimmages are also practice for your travel. We don't travel again until March 6th. So we took really good notes on what we got to make sure we have come March 6th when we go to Colgate. So
you're home.
Yeah.
Colgate.
Lemoyne, Merrimack, Bryant, UMass. Yeah, so my fiance is really happy.
That's great.
She get to see my face a couple weeks in a row here. I'm sure come March she'll be excited for me to be out of the house again. It's nice to have the house to yourself. But yeah,
I mean, we're kind of the opposite. We are at Stony Brook this weekend, at Sacred Heart the weekend after, at Duke the weekend after that. Then we get to play at home.
Dukies.
Yeah, you've probably heard of them, right?
Yeah, once or twice.
All right. So that's the opener for us. Coach Danowski scheduled, I think, 8 games in February. Something crazy I saw online. They play four games in the first 2 weeks. They go Friday, Sunday. Kind of right into it, which I think is pretty cool. If you're a player, you got to be really excited about that schedule.
No doubt.
And all home.
That gets them ready for the tournament, right? I mean, do they do the Friday, Sunday in the ACC? I mean, he's probably trying to make sure they're dialed for that, or
I think they changed it. I don't think they're doing an ACC tournament anymore. I think last year may have been the first year of that, where they go kind of like the way they look at it is like if we play each other, it's an RPI boost for everybody. So I think they just kind of like randomly select 2 teams to play twice again.
Got it.
But
you know lacrosse more than I do.
Idea. I don't have my blinders on.
Mine are constant. They've been on since I was born, I think.
Yeah, you got your Slippo blinders. That's okay.
I know who I am. All right.
You got to play to your strengths. That's okay. And put people around you that have other strengths.
I have to have great friends around me who can give me knowledge every day. That's it.
Well, let's get into what have we been up to lately with Back It Up?
Well, Summit 3 off with a bang. It was great. You know, we had 5 presenters outside of us, 2 studs who did man up and man down. You know, Coach Speck came in and did a defensive presentation, drills. I mean, he might have given his entire drill bank. So if you want to coach, you know, defensive drills and players and scheme and stuff like that, tune in or find it. Coach Jimmy Ryan at Rutgers, who's a bomber, played for me. He's the only man I have on my coaching tree. I don't know if you can count that. So thank you. Always finding the positive. And then Coach Milliman's was, you know, sorry everybody, but he was my favorite. You know, coaching DNA plays, you know, through your culture and film. He's elite.
How cool is it going to be to watch them this spring after kind of getting a behind the scenes look at how they practice and what they're promoting? And, you know, him and his assistant, Dan, did a great job kind of giving us a little bit of insight into what they're doing there to bring, you know, their own take on what they're trying to be. And I think it's going to be really cool to watch how that thing comes together down there.
Well, and can I give a shameless plug here? Like, this is why I think what we're doing is great, is because we don't allow people to hide things. And now Coach Milliman didn't come in to hide. I mean, he came out right out. This is what I do. This is why I do it. And it gave us a great example if you pay attention to how his like rise has been and how successful he's been and why he's been the successful. To me, it was like, oh, no wonder. You're a total dude. But with all of our other presenters through over the 3 summits, I mean, if guys try and hide things through the presentation, we're able to like kind of pick at like why you do this and, oh yeah, oh really, oh okay, yeah, you know, just for our viewers, so that, you know, that there's no hiding, you know.
We definitely aren't afraid to dig below the surface a little bit.
Fair. That's it. That's the one. That's the one.
And then night 3 culminated with Coach Runkle, one of the best in the biz goalie coaches. You know, when he was coaching in college lacrosse or playing, you know, winning a national championship at Loyola, being a great goalie, and then coaching everywhere he's been, coaching All-American goalies, and now obviously running his goalie workshop. I thought that was really insightful.
Totally.
You know, learning about coaching goalies, you know, that to me, them and faceoffs are kind of their own animal at this point. And, you know, as a guy that didn't play goalie, anytime I can learn from somebody that knows a lot about it, that played the position, is helpful for me. You know, and then I think we capped off with one of your mentors in the sport, Coach McCormick from Williams.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to start my career with him, doing both football and lacrosse back when in 2011. Williams was the last school that was still doing that. Actually, that might be a lie. Coach Ritter, Coach Brakely were coaching 2 sports for a long time, so I'll pound sand on that. But Coach McCormick was the defensive coordinator on the football team. I coached the running backs and did the film, and he taught me a lot. Man, gave me a chance, obviously, first off, and then taught me a ton coaching both sports. And what an insightful dude, and his like changed a ton from my first year with him to my second year with him, and then my third year, going to my third year is when we left, and he was like becoming this man that he is now, this kind of transformation into culture and surrendering the outcome, which I think is awesome. Really cool. I thought that was something that was really cool in the growth mindset that we use a lot here. And I know you do, and a lot of people across the country do, but just to hear him speak about it, and just to see how he didn't start like that when I was first there, and to see where he is now. And no wonder they're so successful. And it's another reason why, like, you know, what he's doing is working and it's good.
I mean, they've been
awesome, man.
Fantastic the last few years. And like you said, I think it was pretty cool to get. I think culture is such an interesting thing to present on. And it was cool to just learn sort of the things that they anchored themselves to. And not that it's, you know, not doing something completely different and reinvent the wheel, but it's always interesting to hear kind of what people are promoting. I loved, like you said, surrendering the outcome. You know, the opponent has a say in the outcome too. We got to focus on like what we can control. You know, and that's what we're doing right now. And you got to hope the outcome kind of falls in your favor. So I thought that was kind of cool. And, you know, obviously we've had some people reach out to us. I know you were saying you connected with some guys from the summit. I'm connecting with a couple of guys to kind of expand on our topics. And I think that's something that we're always happy to do. This is our passion, right? So, you know, you want me to talk about man down defense, I'm going to respond, how much time do you have? You know, and I think that's where, like you said, what we're doing is kind of cool and unique. We get to learn from a lot of the best coaches in the sport, and we'll continue to give you guys behind the scenes look and a look between the ears of some of the best coaches.
Awesome. I agree. And I think we're going to, moving forward too, we're going to get ready for a 4th summit come this fall. You know, keep giving you guys some free content to get you excited about the 4th summit. but also just understand we're going to put together packages of these videos that we've already done to see if people have interest in seeing Millman's after not being able to be on. Obviously, we own all 18 presentations, and we're definitely going to get at those out with our business savvy mogul Corey Winkoff from Penn, Ivy League man, and see if we can't get these out there for those who felt like they missed out and want to learn some more.
I think we're going to try to make this a weekly thing, or at least as close as we can, in the hustle of the season. I know for us, we open up with Duke, then we play a midweek VMI, then we're playing Navy. So I don't know if we'll get one out midweek that week, but our goal will always be to try to get something out to you guys and let us know what you want to hear about. We're going to be talking about our games. We'll get our friends in the sport to hop on. Again, you guys let us know what you want to hear, what you want us to break down. I don't want to forget, we will be showing some drills and stuff, and talking about our own fixes and things that we need to improve at in our programs. But most importantly, Mikey, remind them.
I don't.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, that's it. See, that's that's awesome. Well, I think too, I want to just jump on top of things as I like, I guess hearing my voice, but like Maryland, what they exposed for us offensively was, we need to move the ball a little quicker and do a better job of, making sure we're hitting our spots and clearing through the right way. And so that's what we're going to work on this week. And I'm hoping next week, as we get dialed into it, we can show you that we're going to, do these drills based on how our games were, and then we can kind of present it to you to show you guys on different things when you get exposed by a team, what to work on through that next week. Like and subscribe, please. I mean, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, we have all our stuff on here.
Helps
and
keep
again,
the show going.
Said, yeah, we want to hear what you guys think, but we appreciate your time. We appreciate you looking at our mugs, and hopefully get to see you again.
Yeah.
Is that the right thing to say?
Yeah. Hang out with us every week.